So another house, another narration by Goat Boy. I'm gonna see how many I try not to say what I normally say all the time. Maybe go into a little more tactics, but Larry is playing Tau, so we'll see how that goes. We've got Bushido again in another battle report that I narrate, playing these wonderful gray marines that he didn't paint, but they still look pretty cool because they're just a great sprue gray. You can see them up here. We'll kind of talk about the list later on. We kind of go into a little bit more, but you can see them over there like that. And then Larry's putting out his Tau that you've seen defeat the Leaf Blower and other nonsensical things, and in some other ways. So you got them kind of setting up over there and setting up on this really nice table that Larry has over at his place. So we'll get into this going on. What's the mission?
It's all three, like Bay Area open.
So we're gonna do a Bay Area where all three are in the mission. So you basically have every single option.
So
going on.
explain how the objectives are set
So
up.
we've got 3 objectives. 1, 2, 3. For Seize Ground, we got capture control objective here, capture control objective here, and kill points.
So pretty much the way I see most of this, if we have it spread out with that way, what I'd end up doing is this one right here will probably be ignored for the most part. Larry probably won't go over to that one, and what's it called? Or Bushido would go over to that one too, based on that side. With the 2 capture control over in that area, it means they're going to be fighting kind of more towards that area. So normally these type of missions, what you have to do is you plan your army out either to go deal with their capture control and get rid of him over there and while holding your own, or forgo that and try to get kill points only, as well as the three objective missions. So that's kind of the setup you normally did when we played at Bay Area Open. That's how I went at most games. Well, that's why I also took 50 troops. So we'll see how this one goes. We'll see after Larry gets set up and see after the first turn's done. All right, like I said, we're gonna go over the armies. Here's Jay's. We'll go from the down as we look at it. What's this
I've
here?
got half attack squad that combat squatted with a flamer and a close combat weapon guy in the Rhino, and the other half has a las cannon and a plasma gun. I've got a full attack squad with a las cannon and a plasma gun. I think las cannon. Yeah, that's the plasma gun from that squad. Then I've got a las cannon dev squad, 3 dreadnoughts with las cannons and missile launcher. I've got another attack squad with a plasma gun and a las cannon over here. I've got another half of attack squad with just a las cannon here, and the flamer part is in the Rhino, just like over there, with a librarian, with gate and null zone. I've got a las cannon dev squad, a plasma cannon dev squad, and another half of a squad, which goes there. This must be a full squad here. I don't remember exactly. I'll have to figure it out before we start.
It's basically a bunch of squads.
It's a crap load of guys.
Yeah, it's just basically the idea of lots of Marines and everything else there. And Larry, what do you have?
Over here we have
We'll go with this one right here. Start it.
we have a squad of 6 fire warriors on foot. Ooh, that's right, they're hiding. This is a group of 6 pathfinders who've already scouted up with their devilfish. We have a squad of 6 pathfinders up here, their devilfish. 3 broadsides with a shield drone. We have 2 hammerheads with rails and burst cannons, and all these vehicles have disruption pods. And we have 2 units of commander with bodyguard, 3 crisis suits with fire knives. And then in reserve, we have Squadron 6 Fire Warriors. They'll be walking on. We have the Suicide Squad with Twin Link Flamers and fusion blasters and a shield drone over there. And then down below, we have a Squadron of Piranha with fusion blasters and 20 Kroot.
20 Kroot. So the kind of idea set is that it looks like with the way the corner is, this Pathfinder will probably try to marker light out the some of the dreadnoughts and get their cover down, because everything else is kind of mostly in the open. Hopefully Larry will keep those guys alive. We'll see from there. No real tricky or drop pod. Let's see if Larry seizes initiative.
And we're going to try to seize. Here we go. No.
That's a 4, so that's a no.
We tried.
All right, let's get the first turn done and see what goes from there. Hi. I actually didn't record my initial response, so... Well, stuff got shot, stuff died, stuff ran away. There were some Pathfinders, there's some broadsides. They kind of broke and ran. Broadside is still there, even though all his buddies died and went to for the greater good to Costco to go buy some food or something like that. Jay moved up, just like we thought, you know, come over there basically taking that objective, which will probably most likely be Jay's unless the crew get over there and somehow deal with it. But they're not gene stealers. Dreadnoughts decide to run up into the cover even though they're way too much. And that's kind of moved around. So that's pretty much it. Larry's going to give some response back and see if he can punch some stuff in the stuff. There you go. Hit the red button correctly. How many Marines did you kill, Larry?
3.
3 Marines. Jay, how many saves do you have to make?
I made at least 10.
10 saves. So,
10 out of 13.
This game's looking kind of like Larry's just basically backing up as Jay slowly moves forward and is going to try to grab the objectives. That's kind of what I see from this point. But we'll see. We got, this is only the first turn. We'll see what happens after that. Alright, there you go. Jay's turn. That died. That got stunned. Can't move or shoot. And that same... Can't shoot, so he can still move. Did a wound, one other wound to...
One Pathfinder's dead.
One Pathfinder died. So that's really about it. Not really a whole lot went on. Those 4-up saves that vehicles gets pretty hot. That's about it. So see if Larry gets some guys in, see what happens. Alright. Alright, Larry finally did something. Everything kind of came on. He deep struck over there with that group and basically flamed the crap out of some Devastators and killed a bunch of guys. He did wreck that Rhino. And another Dreadnought, a Dreadnought died over there. Kind of just a much more eventful turn, shuffling around, getting up into a better shooting position and hopefully able to survive Jay's counter shooting and then move on from there. So that's about it. That's bottom of 2.
That was bottom of 2.
Bottom of 2. We got on to top of 3.
Is one of the 2 commanders in his bodyguard.
Okay. We're going to start real quickly. This guy's gun blown off. I guess the guy died and some wounds over there. And the commander got force weaponed in the butt and then blew up the hammerhead.
By that librarian.
By the librarian. Then the piranhas died also.
From those laser cannons.
From those laser cannons over there across the field. So kind of... Jay got in there and got some business. So see if Larry will hop over and basically plasma the crap out of them and hopefully keep everyone away.
Bottom of 3.
Bottom of 3. Larry finally got rid of all that library and other nonsense that did a damage on there. Killed them all. Failed lots of saves. Killed some guys over there in the corner. Over there. So basically last plasma cannon guy and some of the guys died. Kind of responded and got rid of the group that was going to kill them if he didn't get them done and get rid of. So right now Jay's going to make a response. He's pretty much got that one locked over there because if they come over there they're going to get boltered. And he can try to come over there and basically get the command and capture control one over from that point. That might be the way he can draw on that side. So we got up there, top of 4 is about to come up and see if Jay can kill some greater good jerk faces. Alright, Jay's turn was over pretty quickly.
This has been
mobilized
weapon destroyed. This is wrecked.
Not much, a whole lot else. He missed a lot of little stuff. Oh, the broadside died finally on top there. Took a last cannon in the face.
Did we get that?
Yeah, and this is wrecked.
So yeah, it was a pretty quick turn, so that Dreadnought moved a little bit closer and was more threatening, so those Pathfinders either have to hightail it or they're going to get kicked in the face. So yeah, that's kind of it. So on to the bottom of 4. Alright, so this is the bottom of 4. Larry ended up killing that Dreadnought by getting marker lighting it and then shooting with those guys barely. The Marine at quarter over there got taken out with the crew walking up on there. So really at this point in time, Jay's going to have a real uphill battle to try to break those crew. You can try to shoot them, break them, and then at that point in time, basically not have capture control. So this is a real uphill game on this side. Jay probably should have moved the actual capture control over to this side or forced a lot more over there to try to take over his side over there, which you can see it at the top up there, which means that you have to try to go get it, or he's just going to move up and go get and hold it from there. So we got 5th turn. We'll see, and then we'll see if we roll it if it ends after turn 5.
I guess, top of 5.
Alright, top of 5. Jay moved up. The Suicide Squad finally committed suicide.
By laser cannons to the face.
By laser cannons to the face.
Now you said it. Laser cannons. Good job.
Laser cannons. Laser cannons.
Like the chips.
Like the chips.
Like the chips.
He suicided himself by eating too many Lay's potato chips, then got fat, got diabetic, had a heart attack, and then fell over. And sucks to be the towel. And they have 4 hearts, you know that? 1 in the crotch. So that's the one that got it. So that's it on there. It's going to be the bottom of 5. Larry's going to move up on that objective over there. He's got that objective over there. Jay's pretty much got locked in 2 objectives there. So I think Larry's going to be like, you can F off, you can have those objectives, and I'm going to win on kill points and my home base objectives, because I took yours and I got mine. That's pretty much probably what's going to happen, but we'll see. Bottom 5, and the game is over. Larry won by 1 kill point. He has both capture and control objectives, and then the seize ground stuff is won by Jay with 2 to Larry's 1. Last turn, Larry kind of hopped over, shot a few guys. He was crewed up there, kind of basically a shuffling, and then we rolled off for the turn, and we rolled a 1 on the turn, so the game ended. I'm not sure what Jay would have done other than probably move those guys up there and try to take that objective away. Larry probably still would have won, but since the kill points were so close, that could have been something could have died, like easily shot with the Dreadnought at some recruit, and at some guys over there, broken them, and then actually tied the game out there. Still, Tau was a win with basically 2 missions to 1 to Jay's other one. So that's it on this one. What do you guys think?
It was a really, really tough game. I thought I had no chance on turn 1 and 2. That first turn just knocked out half the railguns right off the bat, and then it was just a slug. But it kind of got on turn 3 and 4. The dice got really hot, and the armies got kind of close to each other, and all the crisis firepower really started to work.
Jay?
My dice weren't so hot this game either, and Larry's definitely were.
A little better, but a lot of it had to do with the fact that his army, I mean, they're basically 2 static style armies, with Jay having outflanking to change up the static nature of it by actually moving into the thing. If they would have came over here, I mean, it would have been worthless. Yeah. But coming over there basically allowed him to get over into the opponent's objective zone and basically force that capture and control objective, which a lot of times on these like 3 mission things, a lot of people forget that forcing your opponent off of that capture control, forcing that side can actually win you the game, because kill points are starting to get all the same. Essentially, low kill point armies have a hard trouble getting all the objectives, so you can just give up the kill point game and go for the other 2 ones and win that way, which is the biggest thing on a lot of these new missions. It basically favors not necessarily MSU, because you lose kill points, and capture control is really hard still for you to go get because you can't force an opponent off of it. It kind of just does better with just overall much more troops, much larger troops that can survive a lot longer and get into it. It does favor Marines though a lot more, which is kind of funny. Well, that's it for this one. Hopefully I did not say too many weird things this time, like punching in specific areas or have my dog whine the entire time. So hopefully the next one I'll get me into it, so we'll see if someone yells at me about what nonsense I decide to play that day. BoLS out.